Well, hello. I'm going to do a live meditation if anyone joins me, just to show you how easy it is to meditate. People avoid it because they think there's a lot more to it than there is, with a million different techniques being offered. But there's actually a very simple way to meditate, a way to still the mind, to rest the mind. And what meditation does for us is allows the mind to be quiet, which in turn allows the maximum energy available to us, our maximum power, to then be absorbed by the cells in the body. Too much overthinking, stressing, worrying, or even just trying to plan the future or think about the past can deplete the body of up to 75% of the available energy, which is why stressed out people often end up poorly physically. And this is the fact and truth behind emotional issues causing physical issues. So if anyone joins me, I'm going to take you deeply into the body, which will give you back your full power, so that any problems within the energy field can easily fix themselves before they turn physical. If you already have a physical issue, we can also help the body to heal these issues on its own as well. Literally, we need to give the body its energy back. So I might have maybe one watcher and that's all I need. Earth peace through self peace. So if you'd like to join me in this brief meditation, which will bring back your full power, allowing you to heal the body, heal the mind, heal the soul, and it will ensure that you are sharp and have clarity. So whatever it is we do in life, I was talking to some children in school yesterday who like to play football, and trying to explain to them how if they meditate, their skills at football will massively increase. So they might already really be good at football, but do they want to be the best at football? So learning to meditate and still the mind, bring back the power to the body and mind, allows us to access the magic from within. So if you're ready, you don't have to shut your eyes. If you want to keep your eyes open and look at me, that's fine, but it's easier if you close your eyes. So if the eyes are open, I'd just like you to look up and keep the eyes fixed on something that you can see when you're slightly looking up. If your eyes are closed, I'd like you to look into the lower forehead here. Might feel uncomfortable at first. So eyes closed, and you can be sitting comfortably or lying down. Some people fall asleep when they lie down. Some people don't. I don't, and I love to meditate lying down, but we want the spine straight. And we're looking up. Now what we're doing is accessing the frequency of alpha within the brain, where the brain is much easily trained. So we can create new synapses, new neural pathways, new roads as I call them. We are building new roads in the brain. And when we get control of the mind, we then have the choice. So if we want to relax, we relax. If we want to focus, we can focus. If we want to think, we can think. If we want to not think, we can not think. It's getting control of the mind is so important if you want to be successful in life, if you want to feel peaceful. So for those who've just joined, we are looking up towards the lower forehead, or we are looking up and focusing our eyes on the ceiling. If the eyes are closed, look into the lower forehead And we're actually looking here. We're not just idly gazing the eyes. We are looking for a light here. It's complex and interesting, and probably too much to go into now as to why we look for the light, but I will progress for anyone who joins me again so that you can learn more and more about meditation, why and how it helps you. So just come back. So we're looking about here, but we're looking for a light, and you want to keep your eyes very, very still. If your eyes are closed now, I'm going to speak more slowly and ask you just to listen. I'll probably close my eyes. It's much easier for me. We've got the cats joining because they like it. So the minute we move our energy into a different frequency, we give off a different vibration, and animals really feel it. So I also train horses using these techniques, and I am going to do a full video on that. So we're being still. We want to keep the body still, and we want to begin to breathe slowly and mindfully, keeping the eyes still, fixed in the lower forehead, looking for the light, or fixed on something just above you, looking at the ceiling, and begin to follow your breath. So that means place your attention on the breath. Feel the breath entering through the nostrils, and watch the belly rise on the in-breath. Watch with your attention, with your focus. And on the out-breath, follow the breath, the journey of the breath. So we watch the belly lower, and we feel the breath leaving the nostrils. So the idea, once again, is we are resting the mind. And I will just repeat. Resting the mind gives us 75% of the body's energy back to the body, so it can heal, or it can be sharp, you can play better, read better, write better, sing better. It's a very powerful technique that everybody should be doing every day these days to manage this busy life. So we're simply keeping the eyes still and relaxing. With each out breath that you watch, think about letting go a little bit more in the physical body. So we might take a deep breath in and take our attention into the back of the neck. And on the out breath, release and soften and let go of the back of the neck. Now I said I'd make this short, so I'd like to teach you an excellent principle which is very rarely shared with meditation. How to stop the mind being busy. And it's very, very simple, though it can take a few attempts, because like anything, the mind is like a muscle, and it's like taking the mind to the gym, but it does train a lot quicker than the actual physical muscles. So the technique is look, listen, and feel all at the same time. So begin with looking, which if your eyes are closed, we're looking into the lower forehead, looking for the light, really concentrating on looking for a light in the lower forehead. This is open in the pineal gland. This is open in your third eye, allowing you to become more intuitive, more perceptive, all on its own, simply looking into the lower forehead. It's also strengthening your willpower. So keeping the eyes fixed and very still, whether you're looking at the ceiling or you're looking into the forehead, keep the eyes very still. And now, put your full attention at the same time on what you can hear around you. Whether that's my voice, the silence in between my words, or whatever noise is going on in the room that you're in. So keep your eyes fixed and keep listening intently, and try and focus on doing both those things at the same time. Now, minds that aren't trained will probably try and chatter and question and judge what I'm saying and what we're doing. So I'd like you to acknowledge that chattering mind and come back, pull yourself back. So become unconscious when the mind begins again. But as soon as we notice that the mind is chattering, we have become conscious again, which is brilliant. So we come back, bring yourself back to looking into the forehead, super powerful on its own. Look for the light, listening to anything you can hear around you. Much easier with the eyes closed if you're not used to doing it. And now can you also at the same time, so we're going to do all three at the same time, can you follow the breath with your attention whilst you're looking into the forehead and whilst you're listening intently? Now keep trying, don't give up. But it takes a couple of attempts and you'll do it. We are looking, listening and feeling. So following the breath counts as feeling because we are feeling the breath entering and leaving the body. We are watching the body move with the in-breath and the out-breath. When we look, listen and feel all at the same time properly, we cannot think. Make a little intention to yourself. I am resting the mind, and come back to look, listen and feel all at the same time. Long, slow breaths. And I am sure you will get a glimpse of the peace that stillness brings. You'll suddenly get a switch. You'll feel a deep stillness as we look, listen and feel all at the same time. We are resting the mind. So I'm going to repeat one more time. Stopping the mind, thinking, rattling about, stressing, can bring back 75% of our energy, which we were using up with useless thought, back to the body and mind. It heals the body, it heals the mind, heals the life. Simply by stopping thought. Most people think it's impossible, it really isn't. So look, listen and feel, and make sure you're doing all three at once. If thoughts come in, you've definitely dropped one of the three. Now the feel doesn't have to be watching the breath, it can be literally feeling sensations in the body. So if you're good at feeling sensations in your body whilst being still, you can perhaps try with the hands. So breathe your attention into the palms of the hands. On the out breath, notice a tingling sensation and some heat in the palms of the hands. And there is your feeling. So if you look into the lower forehead or at the ceiling, listen intently and feel sensations anywhere in the body, but very easy in the palms of the hands, all at the same time. Allow yourself to deeply rest the mind. Even if you only get a few seconds of the power of that stillness, you have created a new road in the brain, a new highway. And it will become very addictive to go to that beautiful place of stillness. I assure you, it is beautiful. It is life-changing. The more we can be fully present in the body whilst resting the mind, the more agile we become, the more sharp we become, the more psychic we become, the more intuitive. So thank you for anyone who joined me. We will continue this. I'll come back, we'll do the same again. And we can progress from a beginner at meditation to an absolute professional in a short space of time if you put the work in. So thank you. I enjoyed sharing this with you. I feel your beautiful energy. And I'll see you next time. But I don't know how to turn this off. How do I turn it off? How do I turn it off, Django? Help.